Hello everyone, and welcome to the UploadCommunity's podcast. My name is Short Englishman, and I'm joined here by Digitry.
Hello.
And Defonce.
Hello.
How are you guys today?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Yeah, not too bad.
How about you?
Alright. Had a long, well, it seemed to go on forever. The streaming, what I just done. It was all League of Legends since like 2 o'clock this morning. And this morning? Yes, 2 o'clock this morning. 2 o'clock this afternoon.
I thought it said World
That-
of Warcraft.
Just doesn't surprise me, Tom. You're
Yeah.
always on League of Legends.
It kind of got a bit too much at 6 because I wanted to play Call of Duty and I didn't have time and everything like that, and yeah. So
dear.
I'm gonna be playing that tomorrow, hopefully. Forgot
Yes,
time.
you enjoy playing Call of Duty.
I played a little bit beforehand.
Or Black
I'm
Ops
like-
2.
Yeah. The zombie map, oh my god, it is so fun. I don't think I have had so much fun on a zombie map before.
I gotta admit, I've seen some gameplay footage of the zombie map and the single player campaign, and both look pretty good. And I am considering buying it for PC just on those, but I just don't think I could ever get back into multiplayer Call of Duty.
I've got it for PC and it is fucking amazing. Just like the single player, that is as good as every other Treyarch storyline. So it's going to be pretty good compared with the Infinity Ward stories. I'm a bit upset with the zombies maps though. They've kind of fucked up the normal zombies mode instead
Oh,
of
okay.
like they've put more effort into transit and
Yeah.
grief now,
Yeah.
where the old normal survival mode is now too small. The maps are just too small.
Yeah. Because obviously transit's like the whole map, sort of
Yeah, it's
different
all the
areas of the
maps.
map. Yeah.
But that's
I
the
like
whole
transit,
point,
though.
surely. It's like doing something new rather than just recycling its old stuff, which is what everyone thought it was going to do.
Yeah, but
Don't
I
you
kind of
like
like
transit?
the normal survival. Yeah, I have tried transit. I was really confused.
Yeah.
Every 30 seconds, the bus
goes.
leaves.
I
So
got-
I survived like 10 rounds just in the bus.
We
Yeah.
were playing it with a random guy, and we had the bus going, so we just jumped onto the bus and left him, and he died and left, and it was just so funny at that time. Because he kept running off on his own, like in the area where you get off the thing.
He
So
deserved it
we
then.
heard the bus go and we left him. Dear. But I haven't played any multiplayer or any campaign yet, so hopefully we're doing that tomorrow.
Yeah.
But
Have you, I guess you haven't tried multiplayer yet, have you?
no.
Are you getting it on PC?
Probably not straight away. Maybe I'm not. Probably not straight away because I got a beautiful deal in Tesco's. If you have seen it, you probably haven't because you haven't been to Tesco's. If you pay for Call of Duty, yeah, you can get Call of Duty for £25 if you buy £25 of PlayStation credit.
Credit, like the store.
The store
credit.
credit, yeah. That's brilliant, I think.
I think Tesco owes us money now.
But yeah, then I got a because it came to £50, obviously £2.25, and then I got £5 off that, so because of my 10% discount of staff, and it's a very nice deal I got.
And where was that deal, Tom?
It was Tesco's.
And then you still get your how much do you get? 10%
Yeah,
off
so
because
10%. Yeah. So £45 in all. And I don't know what to buy in the PlayStation Store. Probably wait until something goes cheap.
Yeah. If you got PlayStation Plus.
I do not. I do not.
Well,
yeah.
if you had PlayStation Plus, you'd get a lot of games.
Yeah.
Yes. So anyway, on last week's podcast, we promised you structure this week, and I believe we have that this week. So
Yeah, we seem to have discussed our topics beforehand.
take it away, Tom, before we get into another hour's rambling about things that we don't really know about.
Okay, so the first topic is the beloved Guild Wars 2 weekend event for the Lost Shores.
Yeah, okay.
So
Tim, since you actually managed to get a chance to play it since I can log in for a good 20 to half an hour, why didn't you tell me what it was like? Since as soon as I got there, we failed the event.
Well, it was a laggy fuckfest from the beginning. Literally, I logged in maybe 2 minutes after the event started and walked over to the area, and it was all nice and fine before I'd gotten to the area where all the new enemies were, and then all my FPS and everything just started to become a lag fest.
well,
It was so extreme that like I'd press 1 and it would be like 5 seconds later I'd actually move my sword, which is ridiculous.
Yeah. I'm guessing that was in an overflow as well, or were you in the main?
It was
Yeah.
an overflow as well.
We were
dear.
yeah. It
Sounds terrible.
All the servers were packed yesterday. Of course, what didn't help was the fact that they chose to have this worldwide event on the same day that they gave out free guest passes. So there were more people than usual there.
Yeah.
Which is a bit of a... I'm not sure whether they intended to have it coincide in an effort to use the event to coax players to, join
Play the game, but
or buy the game, but obviously it didn't work. It would have had the complete opposite effect because the service just couldn't handle it. Couldn't handle the sheer influx of people in the same area.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Citizens!
Oh god, yes. And then there were the bugged out NPCs.
Who would talk if someone moved into a select area.
And since there were so many people around, they would not stop talking.
Yeah.
The same line
I got that.
over and over again.
Is that guy by the dungeon, yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
I've actually made a mem.
Citizens!
I'll find a link.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, actually, it's right there in the chat.
You may need to repost that anyway, as they can't see that.
Yeah,
I'll probably post that into the beautiful description below. Where did this pop up to? Oh dear, he looks crazy.
I'm pretty sure he was crazy.
Yeah, he really was.
By the end of that day, he was.
But I believe they actually when I logged on today, there was a patch, and I assume that patch was there just to shut him up because when I got into Lion's Arch earlier, he wasn't talking at all.
Yeah, he just didn't talk.
No,
it was great.
So that's good. But yes, I actually haven't seen any feedback from Guild Wars 2 about the complete failure of the last night's event. They haven't actually commented on it, as far as I can see.
I find a bit odd, but then not odd at all, because they only want to say good things about their game.
Yeah. I think they need to sort some parts of their game development. I don't know. It just seems so badly done. Like some of it, like this event's kind of proven it. How they can
Yeah.
have this one-time event thing happening, but then all the NPCs or you can't progress into this one-time event situation. Because the one I was doing was No. Was it No? I can't remember. The NPC called No.
Oh yeah, I did see a lot of people asking where he was
Yeah,
in Land's Arch.
but he wasn't where he was
He
supposed
never
to be.
existed.
Apparently, yeah, exactly.
Well,
I mean,
I'm just on the Guild Wars 2 Facebook page at the moment, and they have actually said about the issues with the multiple event steps and with the NPCs misbehaving, but they didn't actually say anything about the complete inability of their servers to handle the amount of people.
yeah. I see that now.
Yeah.
I like how, like, when this event started on my Facebook feed, it was like, the area around the lighthouse in Lion's Arch is a lovely place to relax and enjoy scenery. And then everyone, like, below is like, I'm still at work. Why do you do this to me?
Yeah. You will postpone this event until I'm back from work. I would have been the same. I was at work when it started. I didn't get back till 20 past 8.
Mm.
It started at 8 here, by the way.
See these, like...
If we have any continental viewers.
Incontinental.
I don't think we do.
Well, we
Although
might
I
do
was
if we-
looking at the demographic, as we did point out last week, that we don't have any.
we don't have a demographic. It's...
Yeah. But I mean, I was looking, and apparently my past videos, too sure which one, a couple of the jumping puzzles. The second highest country was Japan.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense for some reason.
You know, they like them jumping puzzles.
Yeah.
But most of it's from the United Kingdom. Which
Well,
is
yeah,
mainly
yeah,
us.
well, yeah, it's just us watching our own videos.
5 times. Yeah.
Yes, but if you think of it this way, in the future, when we're like big time multi-million pound YouTube superstars,
Hell yeah.
we could re-upload our first podcasts, and
Yeah.
everyone will be like, "Oh God, they were so shit back then, but look at them now."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's something to get used to, I guess. Like, we're
With
be-
practice, Tom. With practice.
exactly. Moving on, I guess, because unless
I think we are
unless you want to talk about the dungeon.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
the dungeon is actually quite interesting. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Could you tell us the structure?
It depends which one you get into.
Yeah, the first
Uh,
one we walked into when me and Chris just like walked into it blindly. We went to this winter zone,
Hmm.
and
Yeah. And we
we-
got raped by Sons of Sfania.
it was
Oh.
pretty unique until we got raped.
Yeah.
Basically, we
bit
had to
is-
survive from being frostbitten by
Alright.
taking torches and lighting our way.
Basically, there's a series of different mini dungeons all within the same big dungeon.
Like a
Okay.
dungeon within a dungeon.
Yes.
Whoa.
Each mini dungeon has a gimmick with it, sort of thing. So the frosty one we ended up at, you had to take a torch with you and light up campfires along the way. Otherwise,
Mhm.
you'll lose health in a blizzard because it's too cold. So you have to stay by the campfire until you warm up, and then you move on to the next campfire, sort of thing. And in this latest one we tried, the dredge one, there was kind of a button door opening puzzle thing at the start that you needed teamwork to get around.
And I was the only one who like left themselves on the button.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, it's fun. I enjoyed it.
Sounds pretty good, actually.
I did like the golem one.
Yeah, oh, that one's easy though. Yeah, with the cat
The
golems.
cat golems.
Cat golems.
Yeah, they had kitty cat ears and whiskers on them, and they were named after cats.
Yeah, but I'm not too sure on the overarching story behind the dungeon. Just taking it as it comes at the moment.
Yeah.
But
So,
hey, we got some good gear from it, so I'm alright.
Yeah, I got something at least from it.
Yeah.
that the frostbite one you was on about, your first one. That reminds me of the Battlefield Bad Company 2 mission. Was it Bad Company 2?
It might be. Not sure about.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I think
remember?
that was Bad Company too. Yeah, I remember playing that.
Yeah, that was that.
Mm.
That reminds me. Well, it sounds like that, but
What
quite
happened in that one?
interesting.
You were in a blizzard, and you had to.
Basically the
It's
same
basically
thing.
exactly the same thing, except there weren't Sons of Svanir, there were Russians.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Yeah. So conclusion. Big events where everyone can take part, where the servers can't handle it, are
Oh,
shit. But
beautiful.
new innovative dungeons are good.
That's what I expect for Christmas.
Yes. Yes.
What, you expect
That's-
them to actually have learned from their
No,
mistakes?
no. They won't learn. But hopefully some nice stuff in their store.
I don't know, maybe they'll
Commence.
give away free guest passes again when they do the winter event. Yeah.
Yes.
Imagine if they'd done that with the
Halloween.
Halloween.
Oh god.
The
See,
jumping
I didn't
puzzle
actually
So
have any
many-
problems with the Halloween.
Yeah, the Halloween one was alright, apart from when the dungeon first started.
Yeah, I wasn't around for that though.
Yeah, you were on holiday.
I was on holiday. It was fun. It was a fun holiday.
From playing Guild Wars 2, have you been playing anything else? Sweet.
Well, I've been playing Black Ops 2.
Whoa.
Naturally.
Have you completed the campaign yet?
Nah, I've put in like 6 missions in,
Mm-hmm.
and I did like one Strike Force mission, and they are one of the most confusing things you could ever think about.
Are they so I'm guessing it's a different campaign altogether.
I
No,
can
well-
actually impart wisdom here because I've seen Total Biscuit's WTF of
Oh,
Black
yeah.
Ops 2, and he showcases the Strike Team one. It's a mixture of FPS and RTS. It's
Okay.
it's kind of like you have you can take control of a character or a unit. So you could take over a drone or a soldier or something.
Yep.
Or you can go into an overhead view and command them around like in an RTS.
Rule of pro tip is to not do that last suggestion. Because the fucking bots are retarded. They will just kill. They'll just get killed. You
Ah.
actually have to be controlling one of the units, otherwise you'll get them killed. That's what happened to me in the first one, and basically, let's say like the first 5 minutes, all my original troops had died, and I was waiting on reinforcements
Yeah.
to start. I lost all 3 of the first points I was supposed to be defending, and so I had to defend the last point in the last 2 minutes of the thing, and luckily I did. Otherwise, I don't know what would have happened.
You would have failed probably, and
Well,
have to
Maybe-
try again.
Yeah. Try
No,
again.
I don't think it actually starts again.
Oh.
I think it actually just keeps going with the story.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's, it sounds pretty cool mode. I like
Oh, as I
I
say,
was
they're trying different things.
yeah. I used to like moan when they brought another Call of Duty out because it was just the same as the last one. But I'm
This
liking
one
these
has
changes.
changed.
Huh?
This one has changed quite a bit.
Yeah. That does sound changed. I mean, like, I like the zombies, although you don't really like them because you prefer your old style ones. But um, the multiplayer looks pretty. It's really weird as well. I don't know if it had it. I don't think. I'm not sure if it had it in Modern Warfare 3. But it's like your own page where you can like save videos and.
No, that was in Black Ops 1.
Was that in Black Ops 1?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Well, it's
Uh,
slightly changed from Black Ops 1, where Black Ops 1 only allowed you to have 6 save spots, which was
right,
either
yes,
clips
yeah.
or
Mhm.
game types. In this one, you get to save 3 films, which is like a full game, 6 clips, and 6 game types.
Okay.
You also allowed 10 screenshots.
Ooh.
Now, before we let Tim go completely wild on the subject of Call of Duty, bringing up horrible flashbacks of his 16-page essay on the subject in college.
What?
Uh,
16.
in college,
Yeah.
We had
were
to do a
supposed
presentation.
to,
Oh, yeah.
a sort of essay and a presentation on our chosen subject.
Uh-huh.
So I chose Call of Duty Black Ops.
Just Black Ops.
And
And
that was 16 pages.
and that
so
was
that's-
16 pages.
16 pages.
So before we let Tim go on a 16-page talk about Black Ops 2, I've been playing Civilization 5 this week.
Okay.
Bit of an old game. It's been around for a while, but I've
Yeah.
only recently gotten into it because I didn't actually like any of the previous Civilization games, but this one's caught my attention, and it's quite good. It's challenging, but not in an unpleasant way. And I find it hilarious how historically inaccurate the whole thing is.
It was
It's not
always
meant to be
historically
historically accurate.
No,
I
no.
just find it funny that Edinburgh is in the same continent as Quebec is. No, there is a certain sense of satisfaction in like destroying an opposing nation bit by
Yes.
bit. You could just go straight in for their capital city, but I prefer to take all of their land and then move in for the kill.
Mhm.
But yes, it's a fun game. I'd recommend it to any fans
Oh.
of strategy games.
Hmm.
If you haven't already got it, because
Yeah.
it has been around for a while. I'm not sure on the price of it at the moment.
I may buy it when it goes on to, well, if there is a Christmas sale on Steam.
Yeah.
There will be. There was a Halloween one.
I just missed the Halloween one.
You missed the
yeah?
Halloween one.
Yeah, I think so.
Nah, you were here. But yeah,
He was too busy playing Guild Wars 2.
yeah, probably.
So, what have you been playing this week, Tom?
Many games. My main one is obviously League of Legends.
Yes, of course.
A lot of changes have been announced for season 3 of League of Legends.
Season
But
3.
I don't know if I want to bore you with that. I'm not
Is
sure
League
if
of
you'd be
Legends only 2
interested.
years old?
Maybe.
I thought it was older than that.
No.
It's season 3. That's like the 3rd year, isn't it?
Yeah. But I swear I've been playing it for like a year and a half. Maybe. But I don't think I was. I was like in season. I'm not too sure. Let me go wiki this. It was released in 2009, so 4 years.
4 years. It's
But
only just
it's
under
season 3, yeah. I think maybe it went to Major League Gaming.
Ah, right. Maybe, yeah.
Then
Season 3 of Major League Gaming.
yeah, but then
That makes
they like normally change they try and change as much as they possibly can. But I don't know. There's a lot of changes, so I don't want to really number them all, and they're being updated every time. Like map changes. They're actually for the first time ever, I think. Yeah, first time ever, and I think it is happening. They're removing a champion because they're not viable in this new season.
I assume that would be a bigger deal if either me or Tim played.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I don't really want to bore you guys in that
But
sense.
you might be boring us, but
Well,
you
yeah.
might be really enthralling one of the
Well,
viewers.
okay. Well, I'll put. They're removing this champion called Timo. It seems like everyone plays this champion because he can like nearly. He's squishy, really easy to kill.
He's squishy.
Well, yeah. Well.
Is
Let
that
me
a technical term?
It is.
It is a technical term. Let me find you a picture of this beloved Timo.
Why do I think it's going to be something to do with grab my beard adventure?
What?
What's that game?
That guy looks very squishy.
Yes. But he is like the most overplayed champion, and he is a bastard to kill. But he if you do it correctly, he's squishy. But I mean, like he has a blind, which so any physical damage misses.
Right.
He has a poison. His ultimate is laying mushrooms everywhere around the map, and if you run through the mushrooms, you get slowed and dealt damage over time. And he's a nightmare. Anyway, he's getting removed because he's a little bastard, and he counters most champs.
So he's getting removed completely. He's
Yes,
not going to be in the game anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
Because he's a broken champ. Like most, there's other broken champs.
Most
Yes, like
in League of
most.
Legends, they are broken.
Yeah.
You wait. I'm willing to place money on members or people having the option to pay extra money to get that champion back for unofficial matches.
Yeah, I guess,
reckon,
but
yeah.
you know.
If he's as well played a character as you say, people would pay to be able to play him. wouldn't they?
Yeah, but I think they want to make it more fun.
Balanced.
Yeah, not having a
Balanced
Timo
and
in every
League of
game.
Legends are two terms that just don't go.
But
well
yeah,
together.
exactly. Why would you have like? You can't have the champion too overpowered. But I mean, like, you wouldn't want the champions to do all the same
Well,
stuff,
that's
would
the
you?
problem. It's kind of like an escalating scale. It's like, oh no, this champion is too overpowered. We need to overpower
Yeah.
this champion even more to counter that.
And that's normally what they do when the champions first come out. That's there's some real high damage dealing champion. His name was Rengar. He was like a Char. I'll give you a picture of him. This was when Guild Wars 2 was coming out as well.
Alright.
Let me.
So
Yeah.
was it an homage or was it just a?
I'm not too sure. They did a Bane skin for
A Bane skin.
for a champion. When Batman was coming out. And
guess these
there's
were
a
sort of
champion that they
unofficial,
released,
yes.
and it was Poison Ivy, which has
Yeah.
nothing really to do with the film. But there's Rengar.
That's a Char.
That is a
That
Char,
is
isn't it?
actually a Char. Wow.
Yeah. So he was so overpowered. He would dominate anyone. He had like his ultimate. No. His ultimate. No, his ultimate wasn't that. His ultimate would go invisible and stuff, and then you could for like 5 seconds, and then you could jump any champion. So leap forward. But then he had these things called. I don't know. He had 5 stacks. So every time you use the move, you gain 1 stack. But on the 5th stack, it would do a different skill. So there was a move where it was slow, but if you had all the full 5 stacks, it would stop stop the champion in its place. And there was one where it would heal him and deal extra damage. So he was quite overpowered, and he got nerfed a lot to make him more balanced.
Right.
So they normally put a overpowered champion for sale for people to buy, and then they decrease his attack.
That's a bit of a dick move.
Yeah.
It's a good plan, but it's a dick move.
Yeah.
Here, pay money for this overpowered champion. Oh, you've bought him, but he's not overpowered anymore.
It's true. But I was just thinking, the new champion that was coming out is a support champion, and I seen a YouTube comment, and it was like, it's a mermaid, and it was like, oh, Riot's run out of ideas on creating characters. This mermaid shouldn't be on land. But, and then someone counter logic that with Teemo, who could blind. He could blind a blind person.
That's not a counter argument. That's a support. That's a supporting argument.
Yeah, but then they were like, so just they're not really running because this character Lee Sin was an early champion that they made, like must have been in 2010 or something, and but he was blind and he's a monk and everything. So
see, it would be better if things were if they like not integrated, if they like matched up the characters in that way, like some weaknesses to others. Say like if that Teemo guy, if you knew that he was on the opposing team, you could choose a blind person who was immune to his blind attack. And things like that. If they did things like that, then I'm not sure what would happen, but it sounds like a good idea in my mind.
Everything bad would happen.
The Viet Cong hero is just weak to the American soldier.
Oh, surely you mean that's the other way around. Don't forget, America lost that war.
Yeah, but they burnt a lot of trees down.
And a lot of people, too.
They burnt them to the ground.
Yep.
Anyway, apart from League of Legends...
Moving swiftly on.
Yeah. Apart from League of Legends, I've recently purchased for...
Amnesia?
I don't know why. No, not Amnesia. I haven't actually played Amnesia, which I want to play it, but I want to do a YouTube series of it properly.
Yes, you need to do a YouTube series of it with a face cam.
Yes, so...
headphones on. Yeah,
we do need to get cameras.
I'm
working on getting a camera. But in order to do this podcast with all 3 of us on cam, we'd need to buy a Skype account.
Yes, and I don't know how much that is.
Isn't there a thing with Google Plus?
There is Google Plus. I'm not sure how well that is. We can try it for the first
depending
week.
on how much the Skype thing is, we could all just pitch in a bit.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I don't mind. Anyway, apart from League of Legends, I purchased the lovely game of Magic the Gathering.
Oh, good man, good man.
It is by... I prefer Yu-Gi-Oh, to be honest, than that game. What really annoys me is the game hates me so much. It just counters everything I try and do. I play with my friends.
Tom.
He gets the luckiest pick.
Tom.
All the time.
You can't base your views on Magic the Gathering on the Magic the Gathering game because it doesn't showcase the best of the game. It doesn't let you make your own decks.
I know.
preset
Yeah,
decks,
exactly.
which really annoys me. So tell you what, next time you're in town,
Why don't we do this in the Christmas holidays?
Yes, in the Christmas holidays, I will meet up with you, and I've got a couple of decks.
Okay.
Magic, and we'll have a couple of games. Naturally, I'll give you the worst deck.
Yes, obviously. Don't worry, I'm used to. It's so buggy, the game.
Do it equally. Like if You do one round where
Oh yeah. Switch decks.
switch decks halfway through.
Well, I don't know. My flying deck is nearly finished. I just need to buy a few more cards for it.
Flying that's the worst rule. I swear it is one of the worst rules. That ground attacks can't hit them flying damn things.
Yeah, that makes sense.
it
And like
it makes sense.
Blind character.
But it's so annoying when you don't have much. You have like like 3 spiders with
You
reach.
need to adapt, Tom. You need to adapt.
Okay, this
It's
is why I
like
can't adapt. Alright.
If you're regularly going up against someone with flying creatures, then you go up against someone with flying creatures with an anti-flying deck.
Yeah. Okay. I understand that logic.
Or with another flying deck.
But I mean, the other problem I have is because I have my computer here and my laptop at uni, I want to have the Steam to actually sync up my save files and everything. But no, it doesn't want to do that. Every time I load up the game again, it starts from the beginning. So all my campaign has been lost, every card I've unlocked, everything I have done.
Well, as I said, you can't judge the card game based on the computer game.
I do understand that, but it gives me the worst hand ever. And then I was playing with Cameron, like me and him versus 2 computers, and he would be fine. He would be having his monsters out, playing them and everything. Every time I put a monster out, they would come along with this spell card or whatever. I don't know what you want to call them. I don't know what they're called. And they would just like destroy that card and put it in my graveyard. And what another annoying thing is, and I prefer Yu-Gi-Oh's rule over it, is if you have like say a card that will deal 10 damage to the person, but then that person blocks with a 1 health card, there's no additional damage.
Yep. Unless it has trample.
Yeah, unless it has trample. But I mean, that's so annoying. That's why I like Yu-Gi-Oh's rule where you kill that card, and then all the rest of that damage is actually dealt. I think it's like that, isn't it?
Yeah, unless in Yu-Gi-Oh the card's in defense position, you could just
Yeah.
assume that all the cards in Magic the Gathering, all monster creature cards, are in defense position. Because that's their job, to defend.
Yeah. When I first loaded it up, I did not know how to defend because you had to like drag and it said block on my screen. I was like, how do I block?
Just takes practice.
Yeah.
It caught me off guard because I got 2012 game. I know the 2013 one is probably the one you got.
Yep.
But yeah, it caught me a bit off guard because there's a time limit. It's like it tells you to block, and it's like if you don't choose which creatures to block within a time limit, then it assumes you don't want to block, and then you take the hits directly. Then that's caught me off guard before, but I still like it, and yeah, you know, nothing against Yu-Gi-Oh. I like Yu-Gi-Oh as well, but well, actually, I'm not such a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh because the last game I played of Yu-Gi-Oh, half of the match was me and the person I was playing against reading our own card descriptions to see what the hell they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the card descriptions in Yu-Gi-Oh are just ridiculous. It just takes up the entire card in such small print, and you just sat there like, okay, so I think it does this.
Yeah, so
I enjoyed both of them.
Magic's my recent purchase, and to be honest, I was enjoying it until like a couple of bugs with the Steam Cloud sync, and it just got really annoying.
But that's not the game's fault.
Yeah, it's just Steam and the game's fault, but not the video game's
yeah,
fault,
I
not
know what you
the
mean. I know
game's
what you
fault.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I know what you mean.
And
That's
Black
what we've been
Ops.
playing this week. Yeah.
That's what I've been playing.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what we've all been playing.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Um,
Moving on. So,
Oh, incidentally, Tim.
Yeah.
I finished watching Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Yep.
It has one of the most disappointing endings I've ever seen in my life. It really does. And I really don't like the fact that I watched it just because of that poor ending.
I hate that when it happens.
The last two episodes are basically like the characters just kind of talking to themselves with no bearing on what's actually going on in the story. And having looked it up online as to what the hell the meaning of that was, apparently it's all like the whole point of the entire series was the creators' obsession with Sigmund Freud and all that sociology crap. So it just rendered the entire series just yeah, it's just like it was really good when I was watching it up until the last two episodes when it just took a nosedive.
Yeah.
That just really disappointed me.
If you want a better version of Neon Genesis Evangelion, watch Tengen Top and Gurren Lagann.
That actually, this funny story right here. I was on my way to watch Tengen Top and Gurren Lagann because I thought, oh, okay, I'll give it a go. And as I was scrolling through the lists of anime, as you well know, N comes before T. And I looked at it, I thought, oh, that's another one I was meant to try. So I clicked on that instead, and so I just got into that. And I wish I hadn't because it had such a disappointing ending.
Basically.
So yes, I'm going to be watching Tengen Top and Gurren Lagann. But the bad thing about Tengen Top and Gurren Lagann is that I already know the twist at the end.
There's a twist at the end?
Well, the whole idea that the anti-spirals are actually trying to protect the universe from the humans. Yeah. So they're basically Reapers.
Yeah. Basically. Well, it's not really basically.
But don't tell me any more about it. I'm gonna watch
Gurren
it.
Lagann is made by the same people who made Evangelion.
So is it all about psychology and Sigmund Freud?
No!
Good.
It's all about the power of human spirit.
Oh, yes, of course. But then every anime is about the power of human spirit.
Yep.
Yes, so confused and disappointed, I angrily clicked close before at the end of the two episodes. Although apparently there is an alternate version, an alternate ending, which shows what's happening in the real world, while all this talking to themselves bollocks is going on. And apparently that's what I need to watch. It is called End of Evangelion, so I need to look out for that. Watch that. But apparently it's like a movie, so I need to put some time aside for it. But it's a replacement for the last two episodes, I think. So yeah, just getting that little intro out of the way.
Yeah.
Tangent there. Me and Tim were talking about it yesterday. Thought I'd wrap it up there.
Also, just before we get to that last subject,
well,
the company, I think it is.
I don't know.
The people who make Twinkies have gone bust.
What?
No.
So, Twinkies will never be made ever again.
But how did they go bust?
I don't know.
That's the most popular snack treat ever.
I don't know how this happened. But
I wouldn't say no Twinkles will ever be made ever. There'll be plenty of imitations.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But oh wait, we are sorry to announce that Hostess Brands, who are the people who make Twinkies, has been forced by the Bakers Union strike to shut down all operations and sell all companies.
Oh.
So basically,
It's the unions.
Yeah.
Damn unions.
And Twinkies will never be made again. Although there is, like, imitation ones which are actually better for you.
Mm. But people don't eat Twinkies because they're good for you.
Do we even have Twinkies over here?
We do.
No.
Yes,
Really?
we do. There are American sweet shops. You can get them from here.
Oh, okay.
Not anymore, you can't.
No. After stock up.
Yeah. Is it? We have one in Bath.
Yeah, you can find them here.
Apparently Twinkies are just disgusting anyway, because we don't live in America.
No, I actually had one. My younger sister's boyfriend last Christmas bought me one for Christmas. It was the best present I had that year. It was delicious. It was absolutely delicious. It didn't last long enough. It really didn't.
Wow. Okay then.
So, some news.
Is that on our subject?
No.
What
Really?
one's this then? Is this about Xbox?
Yeah, Xbox.
Xbox. Oh, Tim's
So would
got
you
the
like
gloss on
to-
this. Yeah.
Well, the new Xbox, which is just being called Xbox, is
So it's not being.
No, 720 just sounds so retarded.
Yes, it does.
Has been announced. There's gonna be a load of information on the next Xbox World magazine, which is its penultimate issue as well.
Mhm.
Because
So it's ceasing
yeah,
publication of the magazine.
yeah. So basically, they're going to go out with a bang and saying everything about the Xbox 720 thing.
Yeah.
I'll just bring up the article because, like, there's quite a lot of information about it.
You know, you're gonna have to put all these links on the description. Tom.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I have an article here. Apparently, Microsoft have been buying domain names, and Xbox may be called Xbox Infinity.
Which is
God.
even more
Maybe that's like what's it called? Like the development name.
might be.
Because Connect was called thingy, wasn't it? If anyone can remember the name.
Oh, what was it called? It was really retarded.
Yeah. Well, it sounded better. I don't know.
Well, it sounded better than Connect.
Yeah, it sounded Connect. But yeah, I think it might have been. I don't know. Who knows? They have like they bought a number of domains that included XboxPhone.com, XboxTablet.com,
Well, we already
Xbox
have an
Live.
Xbox phone, don't we?
Oh, do they?
Well, it's the Microsoft phone.
Yeah. XboxCompanion.com, Xbox8.us, and Xbox8.org.
Right.
So maybe Xbox 8. I don't think that sounds that great, but you know, I don't know. I'm not too
That's
sure.
just to do
So
with Windows 8.
yeah.
So basically,
Oh, I see this. Okay.
let's read some of these boasting bits out. So basically, hardware is going to have a quad core. Don't know what sort of CPU that's going to be, but it's going to be a quad core of some sort with 8 gigs of RAM. It's going to finally use Blu-ray.
This is the problem here. Okay. How?
How?
Blu-ray is owned by Sony.
Yeah.
They're paying quite a bit of money to Sony for
Yep.
using Blu-rays, and for every Blu-ray they put like any Xbox games they have to like pay money to that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Quite
These
a lot of
things
money,
happen.
isn't it? Really?
These things happen all the time.
They've
Yeah.
probably been having to pay whoever invented DVDs.
Yeah.
No.
It's just going to be the same
true.
thing.
And don't forget all of the Sony TVs that Xbox have played on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not really worried.
It's just-
What?
it's just
Because that's why I thought like I know when they tried to bring out them HD
DVD.
DVD,
which fell
yeah.
on its ass.
That was for the Microsoft, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I can't help but notice that all the recommended links are related to sex.
Really?
Maybe it's just you.
The first recommended link is shagagamer.com.
Yeah. Gamer.com offer Virgin Gamers dating tips.
Yeah.
Valve
And-
pulls sex
Oh, right,
game
yes.
off
Steam
Steam Greenlight.
Greenlight. And fans wanted sexualized characters in Dead or Alive 5, claims director.
Sorry. Oh dear. Anyway, carry on with the lovely specs of this machine before I
Yeah.
interrupted with the Blu-ray.
Have you look at the image of the Xbox?
It does look nice.
Look at that. It doesn't have a disc tray anymore. It's gone with the PS3 and allows you just to slip the CD inside it.
That can only be a good thing.
That is great. The Wii and the PS3 use it because they're good.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, but the most important thing about this new Xbox is that it will introduce Kinect 2.0.
Beautiful.
Kinect 2.0. Oh my god, it's gonna include it, isn't it? So we're all gonna have to be using Kinect.
No, we won't.
No, we
I
won't.
refuse
I mean, like,
to. Look at
Kinect
this,
is so
actually.
dodgy.
Innovative, and at a later stage of the console's life, it will include artificial reality glasses.
That sounds cool. You gotta admit that.
Or
Um,
augmented reality glasses. I'm not sure what AR stands for.
Yeah, it's augmented reality. It's gonna be good. I mean, I don't know whether I'm probably not gonna be buying this on launch because it's always the fact that people who buy a console at its earliest are just gonna have to pay the most money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and is the worst one.
Yeah, they're
I
basically
mean-
they're basically paying more to be the guinea pigs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, with the PlayStation 3, my hard drive is so small. I have to keep deleting.
Well, I mean the
Oh
perfect
Games.
yeah,
example.
yours hasn't broke, has it? When did you get a PS3, by the way, Tom? I remember
Quite a while
that,
ago,
'cause
actually.
you were like, "Oh, Wii 360." You actually hated the PS3 when it first came out.
Well, I had my lovely Wii, and everyone had their PlayStations, and I enjoyed playing Legend of Zelda, and I was like, well, there's no online, so everyone's buying this PlayStation, so I'm gonna grab a PlayStation.
What's this PlayStation nonsense?
And basically, it's a big, fat, chunky console, and it's running out of space very rapidly, and for each moment. But like now, you can get a slim one, and it has like 250 gigs.
My
of...
slim one
Yeah.
has 320.
See like that. Mine has 80.
Well, that's better than my original one, the one that I got on the day.
Yeah,
of
because
launch.
did
I
you
was
get
the
the 60
first
gig one?
Yeah, I got the 60 gig
Which
one.
was backwards compatibility with the PlayStation
They're actually
2.
introducing that back, but
Are
it's
they?
going to start with PS1 first.
Good.
Yeah.
Then
Finally,
eventually.
I'll have somewhere to play my Hogs of War disc.
You can put your PS1 ones in PlayStation 3.
Yeah, I don't own a PlayStation
Ah.
3.
Yeah, the latest PS3 that's come out is the one that they want to sell for like the next 5 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Does it have that turntable?
Because it has backwards compatibility.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be good though. I mean, you can't beat some of the classics,
Yeah.
and some of the best games I've ever played were on the PS1 and PS2.
Do you think we even really need these new consoles?
Yes.
Are
Yes.
you sure?
Yeah. The current
Technology is
console
always
generation is terribly old. They're running on 7-year-old hardware, aren't they?
Yeah. But I mean, they're getting. Have you seen The Last of Us?
No. The Last of Us.
No.
It's a PlayStation exclusive. I know we're talking about Xbox there, but The Last of Us looks so amazing. I wonder if there's.
I wonder if that's just a screenshot. I'm looking at a screenshot and it looks near realistic.
Yeah. Basically, it's made by Naughty Dog, so they're like the
So
greatest.
you know it's good.
Yeah.
So you know it's good.
But I mean, like, imagine what they can do with this with this generation, and then what they can do with next generation. I know it's going to be better, but I mean, like,
just
I know it's going to be better, but I mean, like,
If you get better hardware,
yeah,
that will like be competitive with a PC, at least.
It stops the market from stagnating as well.
Yeah, because you'll be able to add graphics.
Yeah, I mean, if you have if you just leave the same console and just keep selling the same console, then people are going to get bored of it eventually. It's human nature, really. They want something new and shiny. And also, yeah, there's the whole point that I mean, you do in order to. Fair enough. Yes, we can get some pretty amazing stuff out of the our existing hardware. But as you say, if we can get that amazing stuff out of our existing hardware, then in order to get even more amazing stuff, we're going to need even better hardware.
Yep.
And eventually, it's going to get into, like, as this magazine says, augmented reality, which would be amazing. And you couldn't do that
I know
with the current hardware.
No.
First wave is going to be a bit like the 3DS's augmented reality, where it's like 3D coming out of the screen. So basically, you have the AR glasses on, and instead of having the HUD on your screen, the HUD is like 3D out of it.
You. Yeah, that'd be pretty damn good.
Yeah, I'd like that.
But you couldn't get that onto with current hardware even. So yeah, you do need to improve the hardware.
But the general lifetime of a console is 10 years.
Well, I mean, it's good in a way that it kind of shows that with the Xbox they're only interested in making their money from their games, and not the consoles. Because if you look at it like a different if you look at like Nintendo, they bring out like a new handheld like almost every year, and all it is the exact same with just a few slight differences, and then they sell it off as the next big thing.
Yeah, it does get annoying, like extra large.
Exactly. It's just got a slightly bigger screen, it's 3D, and it's all this bollocks. And you know, they probably could have gotten from the Game Boy to the current DS generation in about 4 or 5 less steps. But they just wanted to capitalize on it. Whereas with the Xbox, they've just used what they needed to, and they haven't been making excessive amounts of hardware that people don't need just to make money.
I guess, but I think said they concentrate on their games more.
Yeah.
But they're going. I don't know. I don't think they attract the core gamer anymore. Because they're Xbox.
I'd say PCs attract the core gamer.
Yeah, exactly. Every console is going into a home entertainment system.
Well, it's a win-win either way for Microsoft.
Yeah.
Not really.
Well, actually, I'm expecting that the console will not be more expensive than £500.
I have a news article here for Xbox. That leaked document will mention earlier mentions of $299, a price of £190, point which sounds glorious, ambitious to us all, except it's cost a bit more than that, but assuming the PS4 launches around the same time, expect some competitive pricing.
Oh my god!
So
If
apparently,
the PS4 and the Xbox come out at the same time, I will not know which one to do.
But didn't you just say that the PS3 is meant to be going for the next 5 years?
Yeah, that is the one that they want people to buy if they don't want to buy the next generation, because they've made a PS3 that they want to make last.
Oh right,
It's got
so
like
they're still
really eco-friendly.
They're still gonna release the PS4.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if people don't want to invest in the next generation, then they want them to buy a PS3 rather than an Xbox 360.
Yeah.
Or a Nintendo Wii.
To be honest, the PlayStation 3 has 4 years still.
So, Tom, you gonna buy a Wii U?
Oh my
See,
god, that comes out at the end of this month.
It does, real soon. Now, as you pointed out with the handheld systems, I don't want them to be doing that with any sort of Wii U system. I know they didn't do it for the Wii, really.
Well, I gotta say, the addition to the Wii U is a little handheld device that you have with it. So it's essentially I'd say it's just an enlarged version of a DS dual screen.
Yeah. And you
That's
can
all
only
it
have one of them controllers per console.
Yeah, exactly. It's just an enlarged DS dual screen.
Yeah. Better system specs, obviously, because they can run proper games.
Yeah, but still, the principle is the same.
Yeah. I'm not. I think they're a bit late behind.
They are
everyone else. They should have done something. The Wii's fine for their first.
I don't know.
You know,
It's a family console, isn't it? You won't find any hardcore gamers on a Wii, will you?
They just bring.
I just find it amusing every time Call of Duty is released on a Wii.
Yes.
You get people playing it.
Yeah. I actually saw a video on YouTube of the Wii U. No, not the Wii U. Sorry, the Wii's version of Modern Warfare 3. It looks so bad. I don't think I could play it. I actually played Call of Duty 3 on
the Wii.
The Wii.
Yeah, I think I had it, or at least played it. It was hard.
It was very hard. Oh dear, I can't. It's so. When I first got a Wii, it was so amazing, to be honest. But
yeah, when you just have the
well, it's the whole. It's a new. It was a new thing. Motion control. It's like, oh wow.
Yeah.
No more controllers.
Look, Ma. We're playing bowling.
Yeah. Look, Ma, we're playing tennis, and we're not even outside.
But the bowling, you don't even need to bowl for. It's just like
I know.
Hold the controller right up.
Fling the controller.
Yeah.
It's like the people who It's like the I can't remember which game specifically it's on, but it's like the running one. Is it that the one that's meant to keep you?
Yes,
the one that's meant to keep you fit.
The Wii Fitness thing.
Yeah, part of that is running,
and
you're meant to jog on the spot,
and
the motion of the Wiimote going up and down signals to the Wii that you're running. And eventually, people just sit on their chair, just wagging the remote up and down, watching their character running, and they're meant to be feeling good about themselves.
Oh dear!
It's like, I'm getting healthy, just waving the remote up and down.
It's like I was at your sorry, not Eurogamer, MCM, and they had the Kinect there, and it had the new Fable game. And you think Kinect is meant to be all this fitness sort of get moving?
All I've seen is dancing ones on there.
Certainly, I played one of the Kinect games. It was one of the most exhausting things I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, but this Fable game, they had the booths, and they had a tree stump which people could sit on, and obviously, so they're saying that you can play the game just sitting down and moving your hands around. I don't think that's the point in having Kinect. They should just made a proper Fable game with a controller, which is very weird to me. Their way of having it there. I was like, what's the point in sitting down and playing Connect? But I wouldn't buy that game anyway. The way, I don't know if you watched E3 then, but the way he sold it at E3 was, this game is as open as a road. Because it's a rail shooter. He's like, dear. He's so funny, but he's resigned from his post in
I can't
Lionhead.
imagine why.
He's a dude. He always hypes up his games and then it disappoints everyone.
Was that a hype up saying that advertising your game?
I don't know. I do not.
Was he taking the piss or something? Did he not want people to buy his game or something?
Oh dear. But yes, we have to see what next generation will hold and wonderful and glorious.
Investing in.
Yeah.
A second, a thing I want to point out, because we talk about consoles, but would you ever update to Windows 8?
Nope.
I'm actually I've got the install
Mhm.
ISO. I just need a USB, and I'm gonna update my laptop to it just to see what
Okay.
it's like.
Yeah.
Apparently its hardware specifications is half of Windows 7.
Yeah.
It'll probably make my laptop like twice as fast.
Yeah. It's so fast. It's pretty fast, but I mean, you can switch from, obviously, you know how the Windows Phone is, the apps, and it's not like a proper desktop.
Mm.
You can switch from that view to a proper desktop view, and I think
Yeah,
so.
but you still don't get the start button.
No, it's very strange.
I don't like. First, I'm not gonna upgrade to Windows 8 because firstly, I don't need to. Windows 7 works fine. And secondly, they're trying to make a tablet on your computer or something.
Mhm.
That's the sort of interface it's got.
Yeah,
What's the point? What is the
Yeah,
point?
I do not
I know
like that.
they're trying to like. Is it? When you upgrade to Windows 8, you get it. It allows you to have a touch screen and you do all that crap.
Yeah.
What's the point?
I have no idea.
Mouse works fine.
Yep.
Start button works fine.
Mhm.
Don't need these app-like icons on the screen, really.
Didn't you have a touchscreen computer?
I have one downstairs, yes.
I remember that.
It's so, oh my god. It was basically, I think it was my brother who was going to buy us something like this, our new computer. Because we're getting a new computer. It was this really good.
It was back in 2007, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, back in the day.
It's really good gaming computer, or a mediocre, like a home computer where you don't really need to have all the specs or anything, with a touchscreen in it. And there's an all-in-one computer where it was just like a screen and the computer was in that, so you couldn't really upgrade it or do anything. And he went for that. I was so mad because, well, I wasn't so mad. I thought he could have had it could have been so much better, because this touchscreen now is so slow and it's just so horrible. Never get a touchscreen. They're the worst sort of screens. And because my sister's friends would come around, he wouldn't allow them to touch the screen. So they had to use the mouse and keyboard.
Don't touch my screen.
But yes, I don't understand why. I don't think Windows 8 will appeal to any gamer.
No.
It's that. I honestly can't think of who that's aimed at.
Well, apparently, what I learned in uni, every piece of technology is based around the current teens. and what they enjoy to do. So all this social networking and everything like that. Every sort of technology is heading to that at the moment.
So Windows 8 is aimed at people who already have probably 3 or 4 gadgets that do the exact same thing anyway.
Yeah.
Nice.
But they just want to make it on a computer instead of a tablet or a phone.
As I say, what's the point?
I don't know.
So you'll say it's like a tablet except less portable.
Yeah. Anyway, I only brought that up because I wanted to cover consoles and the PC.
Yeah.
Which leads on to the next topic. You wanted to ask Chris about.
Oh yeah. Well, yes. Well, I don't know about you two, but in early gaming life anyway, I was mainly on consoles. Like I first had the Mega Drive, then the PS1, and the PS2. It wasn't until relatively recently, in terms of my life, that I got into PC gaming. So I'm just wondering if it's the same is true for you two. What was the game that got you into PC gaming? What was the one game that you played on the PC and thought, wow, PC gaming is really good and I should do more of it?
I'm gonna.
That's a hard thing for me to say.
I'm gonna say RuneScape.
Nice.
Due to the fact, I liked the whole massively multiplayer online experience and
that was
everything.
Brilliant back in 2006.
Oh yeah.
I like that whole. I don't know. Every game past like online gaming. I like the single player and everything. Yeah, single player is fine. You know, single player games are nice to play. But I mean, like, I like online because it's more social and you can play with your friends. Which then brings me to, can I say a second game? Because what really, I think, really made me game more on my PC was Warrock.
What?
Warrock?
I love that. That is a game that basically I was playing Medal of Honor Allied Assault for a good 4 years, from about 2001 to 2005. Then my brother was like, "Yo, Tim, why don't you play Warrock?" And I was like, "What's Warrock?"
You're gonna have to explain to me what Warrock is. I've never.
It is basically like it's basically a Battlefield 2 clone, but it was a pay-to-play game sort of thing.
Well, it was a marketplace based game.
Right.
So you could pay for free, but basically get the basic weapons.
Get the better stuff for money.
Yeah, you can buy stuff, and which we did end up doing.
Yeah, we did. We spent a good 20 quid on guns that would just go away a month later.
It was so good though.
It really was. The day that we bought M249s and M60s was the day that we'd suddenly become very good at the game.
So it was just a pay-to-win one then, was it?
I don't know, you could win without these weapons, but it was just so good just having to sit up on the like a ledge facing a stairs and having this M249 shooting down. Oh, I don't know, it was pretty good. We used to play that like all the time. And I can't remember, how did we even talk? We played online, we talked to each other via like in-game chat.
No, so, it wasn't in-game chat.
Are you sure? Because every time we had to load in, we couldn't talk to each other.
Oh my god! If it was that, then that's hilarious. I do remember thinking that, but I swear we got our VoIP sort of services out the way after RuneScape because we used TeamSpeak back then.
What did we do? Go search for a couple.
Searched for a random server.
I think we did do that as well. And we went onto Ventrilo. stuff like that.
Oh my god.
But
Good
yeah,
old
Warwick and RuneScape was kind of my biggest PC games because it was like a new, different type of games game what I've
Yeah.
experienced to my console playing games, which were quite nice. I don't. Anyway, that's mine.
It's a bit hard for me to say because I've always been playing on PC games. I never got a console until my brother got a PS1, and then I got that after he got his PS2, and then I finally got my own one, which was the GameCube. So the first PC game that would have got me into PC gaming would have been either Icewind Dale, which is a Dungeons and Dragons game.
All right.
Scared the living daylights out of me, but
Yeah.
or
Even more so than The Sims.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Or it was Dungeon Keeper.
Which sounds a lot like a Dungeons and Dragons game.
Slightly. You just control this hand which creates a dungeon, and you have to go kill good guys. You're literally an anti-hero.
Oh, right.
You're like the bad guy. You basically make a dungeon. You start off with a dungeon. You then make rooms, and more demons will come through your portal to inhabit your dungeon. And eventually, when you gather enough forces, you can then attack the enemies. You're actually good people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone loves being an anti-hero.
it was one of the fun games. I also watched my dad play Alice, the original one, but I never played that.
What? The one what? Well, the second one came out on PS3, yeah.
The one that actually was like out in the early 2000s.
I know what you're on about. Yeah.
The latest one came out this or last year.
Yeah. On PS3, wasn't it? Alice Madness Returns, yeah.
Yeah. But
Mm-hmm.
the original one, I think I played it a little bit, but it was too confusing to me because it was a puzzle game.
Damn these puzzle games when you're younger.
I remember when I first got Steam.
Oh.
Alright.
That was a long. It's changed a lot.
Can't even remember. Can't even remember like.
Do you remember when we got Left 4 Dead, Tom?
Yes.
I was playing on a laptop back then. Well.
I swear I was like playing downstairs, like, because I would have to like run upstairs. Every night we finished gaming, I would have to run upstairs quickly because behind me was just like pitch black into the kitchen and everything. So once I turned off the computer, it was just completely pitch black downstairs, and it would scare the hell out of me.
Aww.
Yeah.
Oh my god. When I was like, this is a story that Tom will obviously know because it happens. It happened every night.
Oh dear.
When I was 13 until I was 16, my dad had a timer on the internet, which meant
I think we've
every day at midnight it turned off.
Yeah.
That is one of the most annoying things you can ever have because it's 10 to midnight now, and
yeah,
you'll be going off in 10, 8 minutes.
It's just gonna disconnect.
No.
Most of the time we were using Skype as well.
Oh dear. Yeah. Has he gone yet?
He's like, has he gone yet? I don't know. And I'm actually able to hear that before the whole thing just cuts off. Because they won't be able to hear me after my internet turns off, but I'm still able to hear them for a good 20 seconds.
Saying about you when you go. Yeah.
Tim? Yeah, I'm still here. That was back in the Warlock days.
Yep. Oh no, he's left. Like during the middle of a game.
Yeah, most of the time in Walk, we'd only play like a search and destroy type game type,
Yeah.
which was hilarious.
Yes.
That was in
Wait.
CQB, wasn't it?
Hmm?
There was 3 types. There was CQB, Urban Ops, and what was the big one? I can't remember what the big one was called.
Yeah. I can remember the maps though.
Yeah, the maps, they are in my mind forever.
Yeah.
That big one with
Just
the
like
in
a
the
really
desert.
that really huge like desert. Yeah.
Yeah, the desert one, where both sides had like a mountain that you could just view the entire base over.
And there's like 4 different. I think there's different types. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask the last question of this podcast.
Yay.
Oh, so no one wants to know what game got me into PC gaming.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said.
I thought you said, yeah.
Tom,
I thought you said.
What? No, I didn't.
Are you sure?
I definitely didn't say.
Okay.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Oh no, it's not important. No, it was a very old game called Original War, and I was very big into RTSs back then, having played the Command and Conquer and Command and Conquer Red Alert on the PS1, and found a game called, it was like one of those sold out games. You remember those? It's like, yeah, came in a sold out case.
Sold out case, like
out.
a really tacky one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it was one of them. It was called Original War, and it's probably well, to this day it's probably still one of the best games I've ever played. But unfortunately I can't run it on this computer because this computer is too good for it.
Oh, I hate that. I can't play Lego Island.
Yeah.
Lego
But,
had that. Sorry. Yeah.
Yes, this game was basically a mixture of an RTS RPG almost, because whereas in regular RTSs you build up your base, then you just create an infinite wave of units, and then you send them off to their death, and if it goes wrong, then you just build up a new load of units. Whereas this one, you had a set number of people. They were each soldiers, and they each had their own little backstory, and there was a lot of narrative involved.
Yeah.
And if they die, then they die. That's it. For the rest of the game, you won't get that character ever again. And so it's in your interest to keep as many people alive as you can, otherwise you won't be able to complete future missions.
Oh god.
Sounds hard.
Yeah. It's really good how they did it. Because, for example, there's this a scientist called there was a scientist called Dennis, and you find him in the jungle because you've gone back in time. I'm not going into the story; it's too complicated.
Okay.
And if you let him die, then you can't research radars, because it turns out that he's like a leading expert on radars, and you needed him to research radars.
Oh god.
But if you let him die in that mission, then you won't be able to research radars. So it's quite good like that, and it was a really old game as well. I was surprised to see something like that in such an old game. So yeah, that's what really got me into PC gaming. I'd sit on that and replay all of the campaigns for hours. It was a typical Americans versus Russians kind of thing, but you could play as the Americans as the Russians. And there was a third faction, the Arabs, kind of came in and messed everything up for everyone halfway through, as they do. Yeah, it was good.
I find like old games. I don't think I would. I don't know. I don't think I would play them now.
Yeah, I think old games are in some ways better.
Yeah, they have.
And that's not just nostalgia talking.
They surprise me sometimes with the features that they have.
Hmm. The narrative is so much better. Even like
Oh yeah, they paid much more attention to
Yeah.
That's the thing though. In old games, they couldn't tell the story in any other way because
No.
like obviously back in like the 8-bit days or 16-bit days, they didn't have like cut scenes and they didn't have like gaming mechanics and big old like set pieces and events and all that sort of stuff. So they had to rely on good old-fashioned storytelling to make a game sellable. So yeah, so some of the older games have the best narratives.
Yeah, compared to most FPSs, I guess. I don't know.
Yes, most FPSs don't have that great a narrative.
No,
It's usually you're American, they're Russian, kill them.
Mm-hmm.
Because Americans don't like Russians for some reason.
Well, they can just pick on them for no apparent reason without any sort of backlash.
Apparently so. Or maybe Russia's just biding their time.
Oh dear. We're all gonna suffer.
Yeah.
This is for Reznov.
Oh dear.
Yes, Mason, you're Victor Reznov.
That comes up in the Black Ops 2 story, by the way.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Well,
you just
just
ruined it for everyone, Tim.
Whoa. Playing that game
it's because
anymore.
Mason is still crazy. You know how it is.
I imagine so. You don't just suddenly get better from being crazy.
So he still has those weird delusions.
So you play as the same character, do you? Same Mason. Play as Mason, do you?
You play as Mason in 1980, but in 2025 you play as younger Mason.
I suppose
His son.
anyone who's ever played a Call of Duty game. Oh no, it's a Treyarch game. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, is Price there?
Nah, there's no Price.
No.
Apparently, there's going to be a Modern Warfare 4, and Price is still going to be in it.
He's got to die sometime.
He's got to die sometime, yeah. It's just going to be the shortest storyline ever. He's just going to get shot in the first.
Yes, eventually it's gonna be like Call of Duty.
Why did this guy die?
Call of Duty Modern Care Home. It's just like Price in a retirement home.
And the nurses are Russian and they're trying to kill him.
We got a game here.
Yep.
Anyway, yes, Tom, last question.
Anyway, yes, for the
I get
last
feeling
question.
This has gone on for a while. It's gone on even longer than the last one.
Yeah. I wasn't quite surprised, to be honest. I had like over 5 questions.
I think it's been a couple of hours now. I can see how the TGS guys get through 3.5 hours, so...
Yeah.
Whoa, is that the time? Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try and process. Well, whatever I just said, ignore that because that doesn't even sound English.
Yeah, you're just rambling there.
He's Russian, and he's trying to kill you.
Morse code. No, anyway, what are you looking forward to play within this couple of months coming, or weeks?
GTA 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with GTA 5.
Any small games?
Small games?
Any small games?
I haven't
heard
of any
that no one's heard of, including yourself.
Black Ops 2.
You've probably never heard of it.
I would tell you
if I said it.
Yeah. I don't know. Indie games that I'm looking forward to playing.
I don't really look forward to any indie games until...
Well, they're not really publicized.
No.
So you can't really look forward to them. It's not like, coming soon to a Steam near you. This greatest indie game of the year sort of thing. It's
like Farming Simulator 2013.
Is anyone... Okay, scrap that question. Because everyone's just looking to like big games and fine. Because that's the game you're looking forward to. Is anyone going to be playing PlanetSide 2?
I've played the beta. It turns out my computer can't run it very well, so I probably won't be playing it. But
okay.
yeah, I did get in on the beta. But,
yeah.
I got quite a bit of input lag, and it made it quite unplayable for me. But I'm not blaming the game for that. That's probably my own hardware limitations. But from what I saw, it looks visually, it's a really good game.
Yeah, it does look quite nice.
It's just a shame I couldn't really play it properly.
Is it because it was really...
It was
They're
laggy,
like
yeah.
huge maps, isn't it?
I think, yeah.
No, it's an MMO FPS.
Yes, it is
So-
an MMO FPS.
Okay.
So,
Alright,
yes,
yeah,
it's just huge, sprawling maps.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Obviously, you get spawn points, and you can drop pod to where the action is, so you don't have to carry on walking. But once you're in the thick of the action, the visuals are just outstanding, especially at night. Because when I was playing the beta, it was nighttime in game.
Yeah.
So obviously you got all the light show and all the aircraft flying around. It is.
Sounds
I
awesome.
can imagine it would have been so fun to play if I could have played it, but unfortunately I couldn't.
Might have to give that a try.
I'm gonna have to get a better computer.
It's free to play, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to give it a go.
Out in 2 days.
Wow, 2 days.
The 20th. Tuesday. Anyway, so about 7 o'clock Tuesday. Steam. Be there. Anyway. So, I'm guessing your plans for the weekend is to try and do Guild Wars 2?
Yeah, probably do another dungeon. Try at least. If we go back to that first one, I'll be a bit depressed.
But I won't actually be around tomorrow. But the rest of the week will probably be revolving around Guild Wars 2.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna use tomorrow to actually do some uni work, and
that's
then-
dangerous talk, Tim.
Yeah, what are you
because
doing?
Monday, I have no lessons,
Oh,
so it makes sense to do my work now,
I'll
and then take a whole day to play through the rest of Black Ops 2's storyline, ignoring all the strike missions because I hate them.
yeah, alright then. Sounds like
Any-
you got a good plan.
Any last words from you guys?
Any last words?
Any last words?
The numbers, Mason.
No. I'm gonna have to go with please don't kill me.
I have been talkative in this podcast.
Yeah.
Also, hi Shell, if you ever get this far.
if you ever watch this 2-hour-long podcast,
Well done.
I know. I actually saw someone doing an experiment like this in a video where they were just literally talking bullshit with a load of their friends for about 10 minutes.
yeah.
And they said, let's see if anyone made it this far. Anyone who's gotten this far, type into the comments 2NABR5. And quite a few people actually put it in, so we should do
Alright.
that. We should say that.
Yeah.
I just did say that. There you
Just
go.
kinda
Anyone who
just
made
said-
it this far, type in that series of numbers and letters I just said that I can't remember.
And give yourself a pat on the back.
Yes. And it's also an excuse for us to actually get a comment.
And yeah,
Really is.
Since we haven't had any.
we got a dislike though.
I
Oh,
know.
I think I told you that.
Single dislike.
We're sorry, Tom. We're sorry.
Yeah, Hugh Bresbury.
At least he
Blame
hasn't made us
Tim's
not
recording
exist.
software.
At least he didn't make us not exist.
Yes, and like other people. You should send Luke this podcast as well.
He wouldn't ever get past the first bit.
No, you wouldn't. Be like, this isn't about Pokemon.
to wrap this up because it's gonna go mentally on.
It's
long-
about to go
ment-
critical, is it?
Yeah, it's just gonna explode on YouTube. So,
It's gonna explode on YouTube.
if you enjoy this lovely podcast, please like, favorite, comment, subscribe, share. What other shares
Send it
now?
to your mum.
You know.
She'll love this
You
podcast.
can tweet it.
Yeah.
If your mum's hot, then
You can-
give her my
you can-
number.
Put on your Tumblr.
What else can you do?
Reddit on
You can
Reddit.
put it on your Bieber if you're still into that shit.
You know.
Your
And
MySpace, Tom will appreciate it.
not me, but
No.
that Tom creator who always
Tom,
sends you
yeah.
messages. Tom,
He's everyone's friend.
But yet no one's. Could you imagine him seeing like his numbers of friends going down?
Yeah, as people are leaving.
It's like
This user doesn't exist anymore.
No. He's probably committed suicide by now. Just saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for watching, and see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.